We live.
What's up, guys? It's the real JTW. I got a guest on today, little Yoshi. He's
What's
also
up,
got his
everybody?
girl. He's also got his girlfriend on here, and then we got a
Hi.
co-host, Big Ant. First question, bro, is where you been, bro? Since you haven't been doing music for the last few years, bro. Have you been quiet, keeping quiet, or what's going on in your life?
Yeah, I've been keeping quiet, honestly, bro. I just had my first month, so I just kind of put me away from music for a little bit. Got a lot of court issues going on right now, so that's just been keeping me occupied.
So, what's going on with that?
Right now, my son, he's in foster care, and I'm on the uh verge of getting it back. So I just been dealing with a lot of court issues and shit like that.
Did you end up going to jail, or was it just dealing with homelessness, or what all happened during that
Uh,
situation?
no, I didn't go to jail, but a lot of stuff was going on. My sister was making false reports and stuff like that, and he was diagnosed with failure to thrive.
Okay,
Yeah,
man,
so
it's a lot of tough stuff to take in, man.
oh yeah, for sure.
One thing, so did you had a baby, right, recently?
Yeah,
How old's the baby now?
he's one. He just turned one December 3rd. He's
One.
healthy. He's big.
So did you and your girlfriend here, or you guys both the parents to the baby?
Yeah, yeah,
That's cool. Well, it's
yeah.
good to see you, man. It's good to see you healthy, man, and back at it.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. Appreciate it.
Uh, Big Ant, you got any questions? You can go ahead right now, bro.
Well, what was it like kind of dealing with all that, stress? Like, was there anything that kind of, got you through it? Kind of
Uh,
helped?
my family, and my girlfriend just trying to keep me on the right track so I won't be falling backwards. The
Oh,
same
yeah,
bullshit. Yeah, a lot
definitely.
of stress came too from the homelessness, and all the drug use that I was doing. So
Right.
Yeah. When you were battling drug use, did it feel like it had a hold on your life, or do you feel like you were able to kind of get control, or did you relapse or experience any kind of like overdoses or anything as far as how bad and deep you were into it?
thank God I didn't experience no overdoses. I did feel like it did have a control on my life for a little bit. I did relapse, a couple times, and I eventually got a hang of it and started getting more control over myself and the usage. So
Right. I know one question Big Ant's been wanting to ask is how did you and Freak Show meet?
oh shit, I met him through Facebook, and I just ended up sending him some music of mine, and we just linked, we just connected, and
Yeah, I
so
Yeah.
think I think that's what I did too. I hit him up on Instagram and I was just asking about his label and shit, and I knew he made the kind of music I made, that dark like juggalo type of shit. So I ended
yeah,
up hitting him up and we did a song called Don't Fall Asleep with
I
his
think I've
group.
heard, I think honestly I've heard it.
Oh, you have? That's
Yeah,
dope.
just bits and pieces of it. Yeah, because I fuck with Freak Show a lot, and I like his music.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
Yeah,
It's also awesome because he's also done collaborations with Ghost OG. Big Ant knows a little bit about him. I've done a few collabs with him myself. Do you guys have anything coming this year? You and Ghost OG? I mean, I know he's hard to reach, but as
Ghost
far as
OG. No, not anything new. I
yeah.
just put out the song that we did a while ago, Black Magic. Freak Show's actually on there.
Oh shit. Okay. So you guys fucking did a three collab, or was there more
Yeah,
artists
it was
than that?
it was originally going to be me taking two verses and him taking one, OG Ghost. But
Oh,
I ended up losing some of my lyrics to that song that we were doing. So I was like, damn, I haven't put it out in a minute. I need to put something out. And so I ended up picking
yeah.
Freak Show. And Freak Show just like, I'll take it. So Freak Show did it for me.
So one
Oh,
thing Big Ant's got going is he's got a concert thing going on tour or kind of like a concert gig opening for with Freak Show. Have you ever done any live performances or so forth?
I had one a while ago, but I didn't attend it. It was at a
Yeah,
rave, Boondocks. I don't know if you guys ever heard about that.
I,
uh-uh.
No,
sounds familiar, but
it was out here in Salem, and it was back in May 2015.
2015. Okay. So how did you and your girlfriend meet? How long y'all been together for?
We've been together for a while now. I think like 5, maybe 6 years. I met her through Facebook, and she ended up moving out here from LA. She's been out here
Okay.
ever since.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. She got anything to say? I mean, as far as what you guys' plans are for 2025, what do you guys got? Anything like, with the baby and so forth? Anything good?
Do you got any plans? You, you have any plans?
Yeah, just try to do fun things, activities, go travel, visit places.
I'll be good. You guys got to do that, man, because life is short. I swear, like, fuck. I mean, I hear Hawaii can be cheap if you get like the right, little places like that that
Mhm.
people think they'll never get to see. Can be cheap. If you look online, California's always nice. So kind of going on to the music thing. So as far as what you're gonna do for 2025, what's your biggest plan? You gonna drop an EP, album, anything that is coming on the way?
Man, I've been wanting to drop an EP for the longest time. I have so many songs in the vault right now, and
Yeah.
I just need some features and just need the right production on certain songs, and I'm ready to drop some music though.
That's what's up, man. It's good to see you back, man. I swear it's been like 2 years. So,
Oh yeah, for sure. Since we last talked,
Big Ant, you got any questions coming up?
Well, I know you mentioned that show that I'm doing. It's actually not with Freak Show. It's Kansas
Oh,
City.
sure.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's a Kansas City
Okay.
guy named BTK. I'm gonna be doing a show with him. But I guess what, like, what got you into, making music? What was your biggest influence?
my biggest influence, I would say, I'd have to say Twisted and Insane.
Woo! Yeah,
Yeah,
he's dope. Okay.
I got into him a while ago, maybe when I was about 14, 15, and been listening to him ever since. And then I had a neighbor move in that was producing music and had his own studio. So at the age of like 15, I was starting to record some of my own music.
You do
Oh,
everything at home?
Yeah, for the most part now. Yeah.
That's what I do too. I just have a home studio, but then I send it in, for a professional to like mix it, stuff like that. But yeah, I have a song coming out with I don't know if you know Insane Poetry.
I don't think I've heard of them.
No, okay. I got a song with them and stuff. So what is it like that? Because I listened to a couple of your songs. I think one was called Demons. It's
Yeah,
does. Yeah, so it's like, oh, you into like scary movies and shit? Like, is that kind of what played a big impact on what you talk about?
yeah, for the most part, and just some of the stuff that just comes off from life experiences, and just being around certain people that have, I guess you could say, negative energy. So I feed off that sometimes and just put it within my music.
Nice. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
kind of what I do too, man. I'm a big I listen to Brother Lynch Hung and people like that, that adult kind of music, but I feel like it's kind of what some people are afraid to talk about, but sometimes it's the realest shit.
yeah, exactly,
And so it's
exactly. I like
yeah.
brother.
One thing that I always admire about you, bro, is like you always are looking for a feature, man. And like even when you do your features, man, I always see the best out of you, bro. Like I remember back when I was jamming to your music, you, me, and Ghost OG were real close, bro. It was nice to see just the development of how you would not only network, but like you did artwork. I mean, you did so much shit for the music industry back in the day. What's the biggest thing that you missed? Taking this time off. I gotta ask that.
The biggest thing that I miss is I guess you could networking and just doing a lot of artwork. I was really into
Yeah,
that stuff. I still like it. Don't get me wrong,
yeah.
but
So as far as with the homeless, like being homeless, bro, what was your biggest challenge? Was it walking away from music and just the people that you loved, or was it more of just finding yourself? Like, did you kind of have to go into isolation for a little while to find yourself and then get your feet back on, or how were you able to get out of that situation? I must say.
I had to, like you said, go into isolation for a little bit and just try to find who I was, because I was I wasn't me when I was back then doing the
Yeah,
stuff that I was doing, just
right,
roaming the streets, hanging around with the wrong crowd, just trying
right.
to fit in. Then realized that wasn't me. That wasn't who I am.
Yeah, I can relate to that because I battled the street life. Even Big Ant did too. We have a lot of back history as far as with the streets. I think it kind of plays a pact in being a rapper. Not all rappers have that baggage, but it's definitely helps you not only like get the story out, but also you're able to speak your truth. And that's one thing I've always admired about you is you've always stayed true to what you speak on. It's always been facts. It's never been bullshit, some fucking shit you made up. As far as music goes, is a lot of it storytelling that you're going to be bringing out for the next little while, or what do you got in the vault?
I got a mixture of stuff. I got some storytelling and I got some, I guess, yeah, mostly storytelling, but it's some real shit, some, same shit that I was putting out before, just me now being sober. So there's, a whole different perspective on it.
Yeah. So you are sober now, huh?
Yeah. I've been sober for
Yeah,
about maybe a year or two.
that's awesome, bro. Yeah. Is it just mainly drug related, or is it just like everything in general, like cigarettes, fucking drinking, the whole thing, or did you just
Just
go cold turkey with everything?
just drug related, bro. I was doing a lot of dope.
Yeah, that'll
So I
get you. Yeah, yeah. Mine
had to
was
get away from that
pills.
shit.
My issue was pills. Big Ant, you have anything kind of relate on that as far as like did you battle anything addiction wise?
No, but my family did. I've always been around, people that did dope, alcoholics. My drinking did get heavy at one time. So I'm glad, that you're doing well, man. Just keep it up. I know it's tough. I've seen my cousins go through it, and it ain't the easiest thing to get through, man, but there's a lot of hope, and just keep making your music, man. I mean, you and your woman, keep doing great things because, yeah, I've seen a lot of, it affect a lot of people, like when I was growing up, man, like I felt like that's all I was around, but I never picked it up. Then again, I had a kid when I was 15. I almost joined a gang actually around that time. But one thing that kind of stopped me from that is just having a kid young, and just making music, man, just trying to find something that kept me out of trouble. And sometimes that's just what you have to do, just do something that makes you happy, that keeps you away from all the negativity. There's a lot of it, man. So, I mean, I'm glad you're doing well.
I appreciate that, man.
One thing I'll say, did you guys having a kid, like, did it both impact you guys in like a positive way, or was it kind of like, was it hard at first? Because I know you were coming out of being homeless, and then I don't know so much on your girl situation, but were like you guys both coming out of like was it hard financially, or what was your biggest thing, like as far as like positive to negative as far as having a kid, if I could ask?
Some of the negatives was it was kind of hard for me financially because at the time I was still in my addiction days and I'd put a lot of that money towards my drugs and I didn't really put it towards my family. And so that kind of
Right.
impacted us, a lot. And so the
Yeah.
positives on it, well, my son's healthy, he's alive. Um, it's awesome being a dad, honestly, watching him grow up, just seeing
Yeah.
the little, seeing his little features change and him learning how to talk and him seeing him walk. It's
Yeah.
amazing,
Oh, yeah.
That's what's up, bro.
honestly.
Yeah. As far as how did you guys meet each other? I mean, you guys said Facebook, but did you guys kind of like have to meet up a few times before she took your ass in, or was it, or what's the backstory? What's your guys' love story like? We both would love to hear it. I mean,
Honestly, I hit her up on Facebook and we just hit it off. It was cool talking to her. She had a great personality.
yeah,
She's amazing overall. She's very supportive and just always trying to help me through the negative. And we didn't
Yeah.
really hear too much before she came over. She just kind of came over, and well, as soon as she came over, basically had a kid. But yeah.
Yeah. How long were you guys in a relationship before you guys did have a kid? Like, was it like right off the bat, or did you guys stay together for a little while before it happened, or just kind of caught
Uh,
off guard
well,
type shit?
talking wise, we talked for about 4 years, but as soon as she came over, it was right off the back.
Right off the Oh
We've been
yeah.
together ever
Yeah.
since.
That's what's up, man. Well, it's good to see you both are happy, man, and you guys got a kid. One thing I'll ask, so as far as plans for 2025, are you planning on like as far as returning to the music, are you going to be doing mainly features? Are you going to be doing a little bit of solo work as well, or what's to expect from you as far as the layoff and so forth?
Well, you guys can expect some features for sure.
Uh,
I do want to do some solo work.
right.
I do want to work on
Any
an album.
any album, okay. Any features you want to bring out that you got in the works right now? You want to tell us about?
I have one in the works right now. It's a feature with a Freak Show. It's called "I'm a Killer."
Okay,
Freak Show already laid out a hook and a verse for me. Shout out
that's
to Freak
what's
Show watching.
yeah.
But yeah, I got that in the works right now. I got another one called Addiction. I got a one coming up. It's called Tell My Story. So I got quite a bit in the vote right now, bro.
That's what's up, man. Going off of that song, tell your story. You kind of want to dive in a little bit. I know this is all kind of the untold story of Lil Yoshii. So, like, what is there something you want to get out to like the fans and people out there to let them know kind of like the struggles of what it took to what it takes now to get out of that lifestyle, bro? I know you brought it already up, but like I want to hear it in like the darkest form, if you got any struggles or anything you want to bring up, subject line, so forth.
Honestly, Tell My Story is about, I guess, I was actually still in my addiction days when I was writing that. So it's I don't really know how to describe it right now, but if I had to describe it in a way, it'd probably be like, let me see if I can remember some of the lyrics, so maybe you could get a kind of feel for it, if that makes sense.
Okay, all right.
So the beginning goes, got me hallucinating because I'm cranked off my fucking ass. Can't seem to stay away from my fucking past because every time I do, I seem to fucking relapse. That's kind of bit of it, bits and pieces of
Yeah,
it, but it's just about
that's
me using drugs, basically.
right. Yeah, I battle drugs. I'm still battling drugs. It's kind of an on and off issue that I've been battling my whole life. I swear, like even when you get clean, you're still an addict. You could be clean for 10 years and you're still a fucking addict. So, Big Ant, can you kind of elaborate a little bit on how you could relate, like a little bit? I know you battled alcohol. Was the addiction kind of like up there as far as drug related? Because
Honestly, it was about who I was hanging around with. I had to break myself away from, the group of people. Focus on like more of the positivity. But yeah, it was pretty bad, and like my step brother, he was pretty much drinking himself to death at the time, in and out of the hospital. And like when he would quit, he would get the shakes real bad. And I was watching him, and I didn't want that to become me. So, I definitely, just stepped away. I drink from time to time, but I've been able to limit myself. Um, but yeah, I mean, when I was young, I did a lot of dumb shit, me and my homies popping pills, but we didn't fucking know. We just wanted to get high at the time. We didn't give a fuck what it was. We didn't know what it was. So we were just trying to do anything to, get high. We was listening to music all the time, and we just wanted to have fun. We could have fucked ourselves up. Thank God we didn't, because we was just ingesting shit. We didn't even know what it was half the time. Um, but yeah, I think a big thing was just seeing other people go through it, and I
yeah,
didn't I didn't want that to be me. And then a lot of my, like, you see all these people overdosing and stuff, and my biggest idols of rap is Eminem, and he overdosed, and he made songs about it. And so I just wanted to, find a way of being different, and trying to step away. But everybody has their own, struggles and stuff, and
Uh,
I think mine is my obsessiveness. Even though it's not about drugs and this and that, every time I get into something, I obsess over it. And so my wife will have, a talk with me like, whoa, you're getting way too obsessed. You need to, it don't matter what it is. Once I'm into something, I'm in it. So thank God I didn't pick up drugs, because the way my mentality is, once I'm in something, I'm stuck. Just like music, just like, when I did jujitsu, like I was freaking obsessed. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So I have to kind of figure out a way to be able to balance my obsessiveness with, finding that right balance, whatever it is. And
right.
so yeah, I guess that's the way I can relate, is that I've seen people go through it. I've went through it a little bit myself, but I try staying away from it the best I could. I've never had, I haven't always had success, but most of the time I have.
Yeah. Kind of going to the next question. So, getting out of being homeless, like, what was your biggest issue? Kind of like, were you going from home to home? Were you sleeping in a car? What was your backstory as far as being homeless? Like, what was it really like? Well,
Well,
Yoshi.
before I started going from home to home, I was originally like sleeping in parks or sleeping on the side of the streets, and so that's where a lot of my drug usage came into, because I didn't want to be asleep, because I didn't trust the people around me while I was outside sleeping. I'm a most vulnerable position, and
Right.
so until I started actually reaching out to see who can help me, and that's when I started couch surfing, going from home to home, just staying from couch to couch, and then food stamps played a big part, because I'd tell somebody, hey, look, I'll give you all my food stamps if you let me stay here for a couple of days or weeks, whatever.
Right.
And all right, cool. So yeah,
Yeah. One thing, so when you were about to have your kid, did you end up linking back with your girl, or were you homeless still at the time when it happened? I mean, what was the whole backstory on that before leading up to that? I mean, if you want to tell.
I was staying with my mom,
Your
and
mom.
so that played a big part in everything. So I'm thankful that she let me stay at her home. And
Right.
when I did have my kid, I'm happy and thankful that he did have a place to stay instead of having to worry about you know being on the streets or whatever. And I was probably
Right.
getting in more trouble for having him out there like that.
Yeah. It's good that your kid saved you, and then you having a good woman in your life as well, bro. It's good to see, like, that change is possible, because this whole thing of, being in a drug game, or, being a part of it, or even a victim to it, whether you're a dealer or an addict, I could relate because I battled it all. One thing is, you're not alone, bro, and life is precious. Once you can get yourself to that route, it probably took time, but
Oh yeah.
kind of diving into the street life. I know a lot of the street life probably played a factor. Did that keep you kind of in that situation of being homeless for so long, or did it kind of help you realize you didn't trust everyone or so forth? I mean, how did that go?
Kind of a little bit of both, where I didn't trust a lot of people because I've seen how people were when I was out in the streets. Certain people would do each other dirty or whatnot, and I just realized, this is not for me. This is not who I am. It's not what I want to be a part of. So I got to figure out something to change, the shit that I was doing.
The outcome, yeah. That's what's up, man. I think it's kind of crazy because, like, the way that life works, bro, is it's like we have to have so many bad things happen to us, and we're like cats, we have like 9 lives, whether we got shot, stabbed, or so forth. Did you have any situations like that as far as being in the streets? Did you have, like, did anything bad happen to you where you almost like got your life taken, or just how bad was it really? Being homeless and being on the streets. How bad was it?
I didn't really necessarily have any issues with a lot of people on the streets. Thank God I didn't. But I never had my life taken from me or almost taken from me. Thank God.
That's
But
good
I
to
did,
hear, man.
this my little brother get shot when I was younger.
Okay. You would you like to dive into that? I mean, did it affect the brain a lot? Like, or did you learn a lot of factors as why you had to get out of that lifestyle, so forth, if it was relatable?
Uh, it showed me that I needed to get out of that lifestyle pretty much. How that happened was this kid, he went and took his dad's gun from his gun safe and was
Okay.
ejecting the bullets from the gun. And he cocked it back, but forgot to eject the bullet from the gun and started spinning it on his finger. And so
Holy
he
shit.
ejected from the gun from the barrel though, and shot my brother.
Oh my gosh. Bro, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I lost a lot of friends in the street life, bro. It was like just some of the worst things, especially when you have blood on your own hands and it's not your, you know what I mean? Like it's not your own blood, you know what I mean? Like it's one of those things. It had to play a big factor. Did you battle depression, anxiety? What was the mindset going through that? Were you angry at the situation? Did it kind of get you into the street life a little as well, or did it just push you out of it completely?
It kind of pushed me a little more into it, but at the same time, I did have a lot of mixed feelings. Like I did feel depressed. As far as anxiety, I have a little bit of it, but I don't know if it came from that incident or what. But
Yeah,
I do believe like some of the depression came from that and stuff.
right. Kind of so going off of your backstory and so forth. One thing I'll ask is, you know, when you first started doing music, what was it like? What motivated you to get into music? Was it kind of like a journal, or was it mainly the songwriting was saving you, or was it more the recording process?
Honestly, I think it was journaling. I love to write. I just love to write my thoughts and my feelings down. And I was like, well, if it's this easy for me to write my thoughts and feelings down, I could probably make something into something, you know?
Yeah. It seems like you came a long way, bro. I mean, even from the last time we talked, I know last time we talked, you were going through a lot, trying to figure out things in life. And one thing I can say, bro, that you can probably teach the audience is like, life is precious, no matter how bad it can get. This is living proof right here. Little Yoshii did it. You guys can do it as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Big Ant, if you got any closing questions, go at it, man.
So you say you're living in LA now?
No, I'm living here in Salem, Oregon. My girlfriend, she came from LA.
Oh, okay. Was
Yeah.
there a lot of gangs around when you were growing up?
Mainly my cousins, but I was trying to like stay away from all that. So if there
Good,
is a lot of gangs out here, I'm not really aware of it because
good.
I try and keep myself from there. But I see my cousins and stuff like that living that lifestyle. So
Yeah, it sounds a lot like me, mostly my cousins and stuff, but yeah, I mean, trying to stay away from it, and so I'm glad that you're doing the same and not dealing with, all the baggage that comes with it. So you say you have a lot of new music going to be dropping soon, man. I can't wait, to listen to it, and think it's
I
going to be
appreciate it.
dope.
I appreciate it, man. You guys can check some of it out on my TikTok. I post a little bit on my TikTok. It's the same name as my YouTube name, Lil Yoshii.
Yeah, if you ever want to do something, man, let me know.
I was just about to say that too. You read my mind. Hit me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're gonna get something down. We're gonna get something in collaboration, man. I know. I gotta get caught up with this fucking solo album, and then I should be back to collaboration. Sometimes I take a little break. I kind of was doing collabs for so long, and almost took me away from my craft for a minute. Sometimes you got to go back into that solo mindset, but soon as it's time, bro, definitely be a place for you, Yoshi, on a feature so forth, or we'll make something happen.
Yeah,
But as far as with both of you on, if you guys, either one of you guys want to have a closing, what's the come for 2025? Anything that you want to get out for your closing? You got like 2 minutes,
I
Yoshi.
want to I want to get a clothing line out and just make a 2025 a better year than the past. I want to have my son back home and I have a lot of plans for him and I. I definitely want to get you on a track. That's for sure.
Yeah, that'd be sick, bro. That'd be crazy as hell. I know. Um, your girl. I know your girlfriend hasn't talked too much. Does she have any plans for 2025 for the both of you? I'd love to hear it if you'd like to say anything.
Just be a family and just provide for my son, see him grow, go to school, be able to enjoy activities with him.
That's good. I love to hear that. Well, I want to thank you both for being on our channel. I know it's just a starting channel right now, and it'll jumpstart as it goes. But it's people like you both who come on and build this platform. So I want to thank you, and I'm out.
All right, I appreciate you for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, we out. Yeah.
Peace out, guys.
Peace out. Hit me up.
Will
Oh,
do.
for